lovelies, I wanted to come on here and have another little let's chat with you, okay? So this is going to be a channeled message, but I don't think that I'm going to be pulling any tarot cards. I'm just going to be on here talking. But I do want to deliver this message to you guys today, because I just have something that's so heavily like weighing on my mind. It's really weighing on me through a lot of the spiritual work that I'm doing right now on myself, a lot of the shadow work that I'm doing on myself. And I just felt really guided to share some of it with you guys so that, you guys could get this message as well. All right. So along this path, right, you guys, we'll have lots of people, lots of energies, lots of people, lots of karmic people that try to tear us down. Okay. So many of you out there are light workers who are breaking generational curses. Okay. And I know that it's really hard for a lot of you out there because you don't have a lot of support, especially in your family, right? That's what this breaking generational curse means, is that you have these people who pray against you, these people who try to drag you down, and they're your own blood, they're your own friends, they're your own people that you want to try to surround yourself with, people that should be protecting you, people that should be on your side, but they won't always be, right? And you have to be aware of that. They won't always be on your side. And I know that for a lot of you are breaking the generational curse of not continuing like abusive or narcissistic behavior, or a sense of stagnancy in development, right? In emotional or spiritual development. A lot of you negative energies want to keep your bloodline small. They want to keep they want to keep you from becoming powerful. A lot of you are coming from a long line of people who probably have spiritual gifts or have spiritual abilities, but they deny them. And you're the one that's like, no, I won't deny them. No, I will celebrate them openly. Or no, you're coming to the realization that a lot of people in your family probably have the same kind of gifts, but they have pushed them down, but they have stagnated them, they have kept themselves small. And throughout this journey, those people, okay, will try to keep you small because they kept themselves small, right? The negative energy and karmic energy that was attached to them, that overpowered them, right, that have been overpowering your bloodline for generations, right, will try to keep you small. And the very people that should be there standing up for you, that should be cheering you on, will be the people that try to tear you down. And listen to me, it's because there is a level of self-sabotage in their spirit, right? It's not necessarily, I mean, yes, some of them will flat out, it's a range, a variety, right? Some of them will flat out hate you because they can't be you. Some of them will flat out try to discourage you from walking on your spiritual path, will try to tell you, that you're crazy, that you're insane, that the stuff that you talk about that's not real. They will gaslight you, right? They will abuse you. They will use you. They will work behind your back to try to keep you small, right? Unbeknownst to them, they'll talk about you, which is like putting out all this bad vibes onto you, right? For some of them, even they will cast spells against you. They will use black magic against you, right? But for a lot of them, they'll just be talking, which is spelling, right? Spelling, saying things out loud, trying to manifest negativity into your existence, right? Trying to keep you small. Excuse me. Whew, sorry, I've got a lot. 344 was down on the clock as soon as I was saying that. They will try to keep you small. They will try to keep you little. A lot of them probably did a lot of verbal or emotional abuse to you when you were a child, trying to convince you to be something different, to not be yourself. I know that a lot of you, we've talked about this on the channel, a lot of you, as you're doing the spiritual work, as you're doing this shadow work, you're rediscovering yourself, right? What you're doing is unlearning how to dim yourself. You've been taught by all these people to dim yourself, to not be yourself. To not believe in yourself, to be fueled and filled with fear and doubt about yourself, about your path, about everything, because that's what these negative energies, these generational curses, that's what they try to do, right? The negative energies that fuel these generational curses, they try to keep people small. They try to keep them, right? It's subtle ways, right? when you were small, maybe, you know, you had a parent that told you, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, or you're stupid, or you're incompetent, or you don't know what to do, right? Even though, hello, you're my parents. If I'm a child, I'm new to this world. If I don't know how to do something, it's because you didn't teach me, right? And it's this subconscious way of passing on, right? Passing on abuse, passing on like this, you know, talking down to people, talking down about yourself, normalizing the abuse that you dealt with, right? And whether or not it was big or whether or not it was little things every day, right? That just ground you down, that tried to grind your spirit down. And they will try to do that. I've talked about this before on the channel. When I started coming out, I had all these random people that were friends, or that were work acquaintances and things like that, that just suddenly started coming and thinking that they could tell me how to read tarot, or thinking they could tell me, you know. I literally had somebody just message me just randomly and tell me, don't ever call yourself gifted. Don't ever say that you have a talent. Don't ever say that anything could ever happen from tarot. Don't ever say that it's anything. It's nothing but a party trick. It's nothing. There's nothing there. You can gain nothing from that. And I was enough on my spiritual path and enough in my power to realize you're trying to block my shine. To realize you're trying to keep me small. You're trying to humble me. But I didn't cast any ill will on him, because I realized negative energy was trying to use him as a mouthpiece to try to get me to doubt myself. My whole life, negative energy has used the people closest to me. The people, as soon as I think I can trust somebody, right? They try to break my trust. They try to break my trust in the people who have me the most, so that my trust in the divine, so that my trust in my path, so that my trust in my spirituality and in my spirit guides would be broken. So that I wouldn't trust myself and trust my own intuition. I've had people my whole life, when I say, oh, this is going to happen, I can feel it. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. And then when it comes to pass, I still don't get my roses. Nobody wants to look at me and go, oh my God, Gio, you were right. You called it. Nobody wants to look at me and say, Gio, oh my God, you were right. No, those same people, they do not come back to you when you tell them, hey, you know, you need to watch this because this and this is going to happen. Whatever. And then when it comes to pass, they still want to look at you. And if you come back and you go, didn't I tell you? Gaslight all over the place, because they don't want to admit it, right? But we have to understand it's because they are being influenced. It's still their decision, don't get me wrong, but they are being influenced. Their ego is blinding them from acknowledging it, right? And for many of us, we have prophetic dreams. We have these prophetic visions, or we have where spirit guide comes to us and tells us through our intuition, this is going to happen, or you're in danger, or that's going to happen. These people don't want to admit that, right? Because there is a level of fear behind it. Because then they have to admit that there's something to this shit, that there's something to this tarot shit, that there's something to the spiritual word that you're talking. And that scares so many people. It scares them. There's so many people that want to believe, that want to say, oh yeah, God is real. Oh yeah, angels are real. Oh yeah, the devil is real. But when you come to them and you tell them about it, they look at you like you're crazy. Like, you believe in the same shit. You believe in the same mystical shit that I do. You know? But why am I crazy? Why, when you open up a Bible and you read these words, and I say the same thing, I just don't say them in the exact same words that the Bible did, I'm crazy. You want to believe all this mystical stuff that's in the Bible, but then you don't, or in religious texts, but then they don't want to admit when you do some of the same shit. And I'm not saying that you're, you know, I'm not trying to presume that you're on the same level as some kind of prophet or anything like that. But all I'm saying is they don't want to admit it. There is a block in their mind from admitting, oh shit, the stuff that you're talking about is happening, or the stuff that you're saying is real. You know, maybe they want to call it all mumbo jumbo, or they want to say, oh, whatever. But when you sit there and go, well, I've been studying astrology and you know, and astronomy, and I understand like the planets are like this and like that, and you know, you're going to be feeling this and this and that. And they're like, nah, what? They're like, okay. Or they're just like, okay. And then they go through that and you can see it because the blind, you can see it. But they don't want to make the connection. They just want to say, oh, it's a coincidence, or oh, it's just it just happened to happen. You happened to guess right this time, I guess. And that's the most you might get out of them. But don't let their fear and their doubt become your fear and your doubt. You fucking know. You know, and I'm sorry if anybody's offended by me cussing throughout this, but that's just how I speak. This is me, right? This is how I deliver my messages. It's cool. My spirit guides are cool with it, okay? They cuss more than I do, okay? And they don't want to admit it to you. But that's the thing. You don't get to a place in your life where you don't have to get them to admit it. You just know, right? You know. You see the signs, you see the symbols. If they don't see it, you gotta get to a point where you separate your past from the people around you. Because, right? By trying to keep you small, by trying to keep you that way, they tried to convince you, right, that you needed their approval or their acknowledgement to be seen or to have worth. That's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan of these negative energies, right? Like that's what I say, it's subtle things. And when you start waking up, you see how all these subtle things try to convince you to not have faith in yourself, to not have faith in your spirit guides. And I understand you want to be seen and you want to be heard, and you get into this mode where you're like, I want to save people around me because like I see, my eyes are open and I want to try to save the people around them because I see how they're struggling. I feel their soul. So many of you, your light workers, their soul is in pain and it calls out to you and you feel it. But at some point you have to understand that you are not going to be everybody's prophet. You are not going to be the one that says something that clicks for everybody. Especially these people that are close to you that have been tearing you down for your whole life, right? And some of them, they did it very purposely. They did it very consciously, right? And for a lot of them, the abuse is subconscious because they think, I endured it. I talk to you that way because that's the way my parent talked to me, and that's the way their parent talked to them. And somewhere back in the line, darkness got into your family, and it taught them to abuse you, or it taught them to belittle themselves, right? To keep themselves small, to not chase after their dreams, to not believe in themselves, to not believe in their own destiny. That's what it means to be born a light worker into a family and to break a generational curse. It is not easy. It's not easy, and it's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, the people in your life would be breaking their own curses. And when you start coming into your power and you start shining, those people, right, whether consciously or unconsciously, will try to continue to break you down because they feel an inadequacy inside themselves. Because they look at you and you inspire envy and jealousy because they could not do what you're doing. And they're not gonna look at it as if, oh my God, like you're helping us. You're saving our family. That's not how they're gonna look at it because they're too egotistical. Because their ego is telling them to defend themselves. It's so buried so deep inside their subconscious that they don't even realize. They just know, I don't like what she's saying. I don't like what she's doing. I don't believe in it. They feel somehow attacked by you being your true self. And it comes out in jealousy, and it comes out in, I just don't know. I don't know if you can do that. When deep down inside, they feel an inadequacy inside themselves because they weren't able to do it. Because they didn't follow their dreams. Because they chose the wrong partner. Because they chose to stay stuck in their karmic cycle. They see you breaking those karmic cycles, and they can't handle it. They feel triggered by you, by your light. They feel triggered by your healing. Now, don't get me wrong. You'll have people in your life that see you and they're like, I see you. Damn, that inspires me. That makes me want to do better. And that's how spirit talks to you as to who deserves to be in your life and who doesn't. Right? Whose vibe you can chill with and who you can't. And I know that's way easier said than done. I know it's way easier said, oh, just walk away from your family. It's not that easy. I get that. I really do. And for some of you, walking away from your family is an impossibility maybe at this moment, right? But it's about starting the steps to remove those people in your life that spirit is showing you need to be removed to your life. Okay? Now I want to segue into the next thing that I want to talk about, which is the fact that spirit has come to me to deliver a message to you guys, 15:15 down on the clock, that you and 12:33 down on the real time clock, that you are going to start seeing these same people that I was talking about deal with karma. And it's going to be hitting them in all different kind of ways, in their pocketbooks, in their stability, at their job, okay, in their health. You got that one friend that's just been like, cannot seem to get up, that just one thing after another is keeping them down. Spirit is showing you that these karma that this person is sowing is coming back to them. That there is something in this life that this person refuses to learn, that there are lessons, emotional or spiritual, or whatever the lessons are, that this person refuses to learn. You will start to see, now that your eyes are open, you're going to start to see these people suffer. And I know because you have a kind heart and a kind mind, you're going to want to save these people. You're going to want to take care of these people. You are. You're going to want to do this. But you have to remember, collective, that the karma these people are dealing with is not punishment for these people, right? It's not punishment necessarily for these people, right? It's to try to teach them this lesson. So a lesson for you that you are going to have to learn is that you were going to have to step back and hands off. Let these people deal with it, right? Just like I said before, you're going to have to realize that these people's spiritual path has to be their own. Their spiritual path has to be their own, just like your spiritual path has to be your own. A lot of these people are going to be like, right? Some of the worst people, okay, that we're doing and saying the worst things about you, they're going to be the ones coming back towards you. Oh my God, I need your help. Oh my God, I need you to pray over me. Oh my God, I need you to do your spiritual work. Oh my God, for some of you who do like spiritual work, who do like tarot readings and things like that, they're going to be coming back towards you. Oh my gosh, I need you to do a reading on me because all this craziness is happening in my life. Okay? All this stuff is happening and I just need to know why. And those are going to be the people that was praying for your downfall, that was praying for you to stay silent, who was praying for you to stay low. These are going to be the same people. And for a lot of you, you're going to have to realize that it is time to put up those boundaries in between those people, right? And it is not a game of get back. It is a game of, it's not a game, for real. Not to you, right? But it is a lesson that God is trying to teach these people. It is a lesson of, don't try to keep people small. Don't try to take people's place. Don't try to stand don't try to stand where you're not going to be, okay? And for a lot of you, you're going to start gaining popularities. A lot of you are going to be starting to make businesses. You're going to be starting to make money. And those same people that told you were crazy or told you didn't know what you were talking about are going to be there with their hand out because they're needy now. Now they need you. Should you forgive these people for the way that they acted? Yes, of course. But that does not mean that you have to accept these people back into your life with open arms, willing to help them through all the karma that they brought on themselves by casting ill will against you. We talk about that all the time. You should not need these people to come back towards you to give you closure. And I understand that it's so hard because in some situations you're just like, I just want them to say sorry. But for a lot of you need to understand, if these people came back towards you and they said sorry, it would not be because they genuinely felt sorry. It would be because they were genuinely ashamed that they got caught. They would be genuinely ashamed that they got proved wrong. They would know. They would look at you glowing and look at your life and look at the word that you're saying, and people agreeing with you, or people siding with you, or people running to you to get help and things like that. It's that. It's not the fact that they regret the things that they said or the things that they did to you. It is because they see that they are in the minority now. They don't want to be the odd person out. They wanted to turn you into the black sheep. They wanted to turn you into the odd man, the odd woman out. Now they're the odd man or the odd woman out. Now they're the one looking like a hater because you're proving them wrong. And you're proving them wrong because you're just standing in your light, and you're standing in your truth, and you're standing in your authenticity. They wanted to try to make you something that you weren't, but you're not. And your actions and the things that are happening and your blessings that are coming to your life prove that they need to shut the fuck up about it. Right? And for a lot of them, they were told a long time ago to stop what they were doing, but they still chose to continue to fight against you. And it really wasn't about you, collective. It was about themselves. But they know, they see you. The reason that they thought that they could do that against you, because they thought that you were weak. They thought that you didn't. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you did have boundaries. Maybe in the past you weren't courageous and you weren't standing in your truth, but now you do. You started standing in your truth, and then that intimidated them, that triggered them, that made them feel unworthy. So they attacked you. Now that everybody else is seeing your worth because you're seeing it in yourself, and when the energy that you put out is the energy that you get back, now they want to try to come around and be your friend. Or now they want to try to come around and be on your side. Like they didn't use or abuse you for years of your life, right? Now I'm not saying, right? Because that's a test on you too. You start seeing these people getting their karma. You start getting the blessings, and they start getting the karma, right? It's a test on you too, to stay humble with your shit, right? To know, yeah, I mean, I knew I was right, right? It wasn't about being right. It was about the fact that I needed to stand in my authenticity, right? But it's a test on you too, to not get a big head about it, right? To stay humble with your shit. To not be like, that's right, bitch. I told you. I told you. Oh, you getting everything you deserve now. That's what you get. That's what you get. You should have been on my side. But, right? This is your chance to not, right? Whether you say it in there, like, it's normal for those emotions to come up, but it's important that you check your own self and check your own humility, right? And say, you're dealing with your shit. Deal with your shit. That's the side you wanted to be on. Keep the same energy, boo. That's how a lot of these people that don't have boundaries, that's how a lot of these people are going to learn. Is when you deny them that space beside you. They didn't want it. They wanted to talk down to it. You had an offer of love and space beside you. They wanted to say, fuck that. I wouldn't be in that space if you paid me. Okay. But now they want to come back and say, do you still want to pay me to be in your space? I sure don't. You couldn't pay me to be in my space. You couldn't pay me to be my friend. And that's what a lot of them are going to try to do. Maybe not with money, but with praise. They're going to come back, be kissing your ass. They're going to come back, you were so right. I need you. Oh my gosh, I need you now. No, you don't. You need yourself. Just like I found myself, you need to find yourself. And so Spirit is telling you, in this road to becoming an emperor, in this road to becoming the empress, you have to remember that not only do you need to be a king or a queen of cups, right? Loving and accepting and compassionate, but you also need to be that king or that queen of swords, discerning, with strong boundaries up, right? That doesn't mean to mistrust. It still means to forgive, because it means to be all of them at once, right? But it still means to understand that there are a lot of people who don't deserve to be in your space. They deserve to sit in that space by themselves, because in that space, because when they isolated you and they put you in that space by yourself, that's when you found your strength. If they break in that space by themselves, that's on them, because they didn't care if you broke. But you didn't. You became stronger in your isolation. They tried to odd man you out, odd woman you out, but you rose above it and said, you know what? Fuck it. Y'all want to make me the odd person out? I'll be it. But I'm going to be me regardless. And because you learned to love yourself, because you learned to say, you know what? I'm going to stand in my truth. Even if everybody around me tells me that it's not, that it's a lie, I'm going to stand in my truth. And not in your ego, right? But even if nobody else around me wants to acknowledge my gifts or my power or my strength inside of me, I see it. Y'all don't want to believe in me? That's y'all's problem. And that's the point, right? It was their problem. It was their inability to see their own inner strength. And so they didn't want to acknowledge yours either. But you stood up strong regardless of their acknowledgement. Right? You protected yourself. Excuse my dogs, but y'all know. My animals, they'll feel the energy. They know. They're sounding off, right? For a lot of you, some of these people, they're going to react when that karma hits them in different ways. For some of them, it's going to be anger. They're going to be sounding off. They're going to double down on that. Nah, she ain't shit. Nah, he ain't shit. Nah, it's fake. It's fake. It's fake. Right? Some of them is going to come back humbled. Oh my gosh, I need you now. Oh my gosh, I believe in you now. These are the same people that was telling you was crazy, gaslit you for your whole entire life. Now they want to come back because they need you. No, you don't need me. You need yourself. You are going to be a lot of people's towers when you show them, no, I stand in my strength. No, I don't hold grudges. I'm not holding a grudge on you. I'm telling you, you wanted to stand in your place, stand in your place. And I'm not saying that people can't change. They can. Of course they can. People can change. They can. But I'm telling you, you see how my dog's like in the back barking though? My dog's like in the back of my house barking. That's how they're going to be. As you're walking forward, a lot of them are going to be trying to sound off against you behind your back as you walk away because they're cowards. A lot of them are going to be trying to talk ill against you and try to be like, oh, you're not as spiritual as you want to try to say because you won't forgive me and give me a space. Give me space in your space. Forgiveness on my part does not mean I have to accept you and give you a spot beside me. It does not. You were the one that made yourself my enemy. I don't see you like an enemy, but you saw me as an enemy. I'm not going to give you a space to stand beside me. For what? So that you can betray me again? No, I'm going to show you. Betrayal puts you in a space outside of my space. And that just is what it is. And don't worry, you guys. Spirit is telling me that a lot of you are worried about this. A lot of you feel a lot of guilt about this. No. You'll know who the people I'm talking about. And those are the same very people who will try to use guilt, who will try to use your soft and kind heart, right? To try to earn a space back in your life. Oh, I've changed now. It took you years to change. This person wants to try to come back to you after a couple of months. I've changed now. I'm a different person now. No. And the fact that you sit there and tell me, oh, it's my fault, or you're not as spiritual as you think you are because I won't give you a space, is all the proof that I need that you have not changed, that you have not grown. Because if I tell you these are my boundaries and you got a problem with it, then you have not grown. Then you do not acknowledge my boundaries. Then you're more worried about what it makes you feel like for me to have boundaries, instead of respecting my boundaries and respecting what I am trying to tell you or the space that I am giving you. Just 1 second, you guys. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to cleanse my space because they don't want this message out there, but this is matter, you know? But you have to remember that, right? These negative energies, they don't want you to have those proper boundaries. They don't want you, they don't want you to weed out the negative karmic people out of your life, because those are the people that keep your energy low. But no, they'll be trying to use guilt to try to keep you, right, from elevating, from drawing in the people and giving, right? Because when you make room and you exit those people, and they stop taking up that energetic space in your life, that allows good positive soul tribe members, that allows good positive high vibrational people who will influence you and encourage you to do better for your life, that will believe in you. These are going to be your soulmates, your business partners, your best friends for the rest of your life, your future spouses. These are going to be those people. So when you make room for those people in your life by getting away from these negative energies and telling them, no, you do not deserve a space in my life, that's when these energies can come into your life. That's why these people, they don't want you to leave them alone. However kind of way they can keep involved in your energy, whether or not it's saying ill will about you, trying to bring you out of your power, trying to bring you out of your space and drag you back down, trying to get you to argue with them, try to get you to feel sorry for them and accept them and give them a place, oh, just let me sleep on your couch. No, because a lot of these people will be trying to come into your space and cast ill will against you when they come inside your space. They'll be trying to put objects and stuff they've cursed. They'll be trying to go through your stuff and steal your ideas. Be careful. Be mindful of the tricks, okay, that these negative energies will use. And a lot of these people don't even realize, 1444, you're protected, but a lot of these people don't even realize that they're being used by negative energies to try to attack you. But they are. And but these people don't know. And that's why ignorance, that's why it's dangerous. Because when you know about it, you can protect yourself against it. But if you sit there and you tell, oh, nah, stuff like that's not real, nah, those are the very same people that low vibrational energies can influence to do negative things and to hate people and to put out, they won't even realize, like, why am I talking? Why am I gossiping? Why am I doing this? They won't even realize that they're being influenced to bring karma amongst themselves to keep themselves small. That they're being influenced by their own ego and by their own low vibrational energies to be jealous and be hateful of other people who are out there living their own life. That's why you see these people. Sometimes you're out there walking on the street and you'll just have random people just try to attack you or try to say stuff to you or try to step to you. Just cause. That's where you see these people that are like these Karens, like these people like this that don't know how to stay the hell in their place. Right? And they don't even realize that they're being used. But they're allowing themselves to be used. Right? Because that's how negative energies will get you. They'll just try to influence you. But at the end of the day, it's your own choice. It's your own free will. That's how they bring karma upon you. And sometimes it'll be that person that's like, man, if I was you, I'd go off on that bitch. Man, if I was you, I wouldn't tolerate that person that time. If I was you, I'd do some low vibe. You know what? Fuck it, bro. Let's just go out and get drunk. You know what? Fuck it, man. You know what? Don't try to make amends with those people. Fuck them. Blah, 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 blah. It'd be those same people. And I know you're like, weren't you just saying to not make amends? Make amends, yeah. Don't have no hate toward them. Yeah. Forgive them. Yeah. But just because you forgive somebody, like I said, doesn't mean that they have to be in your life. Let them show to you, right? Step off and give them their own room and see how they act. Because when you would deny these people a spot in your life, that's when you're really gonna see how they behave. That's when you're gonna hear these people are talking about you behind your back. That's when you're gonna see that these people aren't coming. They're not trying. They're not hitting you up. They're not, hey, we can be friends. It's cool, whatever. They're gonna continue on about their low vibrational ways. Eventually, until they learn from their own karma. Give these people the space and the room that they need to allow their karma, their tower moments to happen, and pray that they find change in those lessons, just like you did. And for a lot of you, that's what you realize you got to do. You can't save everybody. You're not going to be the voice of reason for everybody. All you can do is be the voice of reason for yourself. And some of you are called to be the voice of reason or to bring clarity to other people. And that's all you can do, is hope that living in your authenticity brings that around for other people. All right, you guys, that's what I got for you today, okay? That's just what I want to try to say. Oh, before I go, actually, I wanted to share this because I thought this was freaking brilliant. I know that you guys saw it. Well, you might not have seen it on my community tab, okay? I shared a video, a prophetic message, okay, from Hood Mystic Tarot, okay? Lover energy, sis. I'm glad you're still with us. Love you very, very much, okay? I doubt that she'll watch this video, but still, I'm putting out love and light for her, okay? She's brilliant. She is so talented. You guys go check her out. If you haven't, I know that some of y'all will vibe with her vibe. If you vibe with me, I know that you'll vibe with her too, right? Go check her out. 100%, right? She's brilliant. She said something in a message that I just wanted to share with you guys, okay? But I definitely want to give her her roses for that. That comes from her. That comes from her and her spirit guides. But this was amazing because it hit me so deep, and I was like, yes, this is it, right? She said in that message, one of the new mottos that you're going to get for yourself, okay, is, if I had to heal from you, it is time for me to move on from you. I'm paraphrasing. It wasn't exactly that, right? But that was the whole gist. If you had to take the time to heal from this person does not deserve a place in your life. At least not for right now, right? Not right now when you're doing all of this shit right now. Not right now. You're trying to make moves? Not right now. If you had to take time, there ain't no going backwards. It's just going forwards. If you had to heal from these people, forgive them, wish the best for them, and move on from their life. Because, right? If you had to heal from them once, most likely you'll have to heal from them again. So don't give them a chance to try to take back that healing and that work and try to hold you back from the work that you're doing. All right, that's what I got for you guys, okay? If you guys enjoyed this, drop a like or share it with somebody you feel like it could really help, okay? Definitely please go check out Hood Mystic Tarot. She's amazing. She's powerful. She's incredibly gifted, okay? Definitely go check her out, okay? And check out some of my other channel messages if this grew with you, okay? Check out some of my other stuff that I'm doing as well, okay? I appreciate the love and the light that you guys are spreading on the channel. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers, to all my day one subscribers. I love all of y'all so very much, okay? And, you know, either way, if this resonated, let me know in the comment section down below, okay? And whether you subscribe or whether you don't, I really appreciate you giving me the time of day to be here and to possibly accept this message, okay? If it's not for you, that's cool too. Have a great one, okay? And I will see you lovelies in the next one. Bye.